Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be breaking down an attack going on in war with Supernatural versus the Mercenaries. Now when it comes to fighting against the Mercenaries in war, there are a couple of teams that are better counters for sure. You have X-Men, you have X-Force, and you have Brotherhood. Those are three teams that are really good against Mercenaries with pretty good win rates, but I'm going to be showing you a team that used to be the go-to team in the beginning when Mercenaries were released, and now they've kind of fallen off because with Taskmaster alone on the Mercenaries team, he does so much of the weight with making that team work. And so the team that I'm going to be showing you, Supernatural, isn't that much of an ideal option anymore because there's so much RNG going on in the fight that could cause you to lose. And when it comes to war, you only have a certain amount of attacks. You want to choose teams that can mostly win. But what I'm trying to show you in this video is I have a 312,000 Supernatural team, and we're gonna be doing a 60k-ish punch down against Mercenaries. So I know you're gonna ask, oh, it's a 60k punch down. It's not that great, but I think a couple things I want to highlight with this battle. I'm gonna win it. Is that one, if you like in the war, you have Supernatural, you have the option of doing a big punch down like this against Mercenaries, which is good. I think using a team like Supernatural to take down a meta team in defense is pretty good. And the second thing is that this video does show how powerful Taskmaster is alone. I mean, look at the opponent. He only has a 43,000 Taskmaster, but you're gonna see he's gonna do so much damage to my team. It gets kind of close. So even with the 60k punch down, it demonstrates both sides how things will go. So let's go check it out. One thing to keep in mind is that he's using a full mercenary villain team. That's actually my preference when it comes to using the mercenary team. I know there's a couple of different variations with Shuri, with Korath, who I was using before, but I like the team that this person's using because they're all mercenary villains. And Taskmaster's passive, he increases the speed bar on turn for himself and all his allies. So you can actually see he immediately gives speed bar to everyone. That's going to make his team act like first before anyone else. This may not matter so much with the Supernatural team that I'm using, but when people use X-Force, some people might know sometimes that Taskmaster will go before or after Negasonic Teenage Witch, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, sorry. And then but it's because some people have Shuri and she's not a villain ally. Anyways, we'll get into that into another demonstration video. But I just want to highlight that this is the fastest possible team that I like when using Mercenaries. Alright, so Taskmaster is going to use his ultimate. He's going to blind everyone. And only one blind got applied to Scarlet Witch. That means that he doesn't have his passive upgraded. If he had passive upgraded, he would be applying a second target. So I think we lucked out there that we faced a Taskmaster that isn't as strong. So he blinded Scarlet Witch, which is fine. She doesn't play that much of an integral role here. And then they're taking out Doctor Strange. You want to make sure Doctor Strange lives, because if someone dies, he's going to be able to revive them. So basically everyone from their team's getting their turn, but that's fine. Scarlet Witch is almost dead, and we were actually pretty fortunate when we got into this battle. We still had our hanger up, so we still had a stack of deflect up, which means that if we didn't have our hanger up by the time I started this battle, Scarlet Witch probably would have died. So already with a 49k Taskmaster, they already kind of had quite an edge with a 60k punch down that I'm doing. So finally, it's my turn. I'm going to be using the special for Ghost Rider. It's always going to be your opening starting move. And then goes Elsa. You're almost always going to be using the ultimate on her, just to make sure she has offense up. And now when it comes to Mordo's turn, you have the option of using his ultimate to apply 2 turns of heal block, or you can use his special to apply the stun and apply some blinds around. I actually recommend upgrading Mordo's pass or special so that you get the guaranteed ultimate or guaranteed stun on his special, which is really key. I've learned over time it's better to use his ultimate to get those 2 turns of heal block, because it's so annoying when Merc Lieutenant on his team there heals people back up with his passive, and Killmonger can also heal with his passive. So you really want to get the 2 turns of heal block on. If it was only 1 turn of heal block, then I would say start with the special. And if I start with Mordo's special to apply the stuns and blinds, there's no guarantee that's going to stick because the enemies could resist it. So I definitely find a lot better to go with the heal block. And so we're going to get that down there. And then when it comes to Doctor Strange's turn, now this is where I lucked out with the RNG. If Taskmaster applied his blind on Doctor Strange, then things could have gone the other way with this match. When I applied the special, it would have missed. And so that's why there is some RNG with this game, with this match. But either way, you can still come back though. And when it comes to Scarlet Witch's turn, you could either have the option of applying your special or ultimate. Since I have the blind on Scarlet Witch, it doesn't make sense to apply the ultimate. But it actually would be nice though, because you could see all those nice debuffs. They would have stuck for another turn. But because she's so low and she survived, and Mordo's almost dead, we're gonna go ahead and with the special just to keep everyone alive for the rest of the fight. Let's see, we can keep everyone alive though. And so then now the enemy team is gonna take their turn. And they applied the stun on Doctor Strange, not the worst thing. But either way, I think we're going to be fine. And so when it came to using Mordo's turn, I decided to go with the special. And I think the best move is to focus Taskmaster. I think in the beginning, when I was fighting against Mercenaries, I would try to like focus down Merc Lieutenant because he's the healer of the team. Or Merc Ryegart because he always applies Deflects on every one of my turns. But I found that like Taskmaster, because he's so integral to the team, we want to definitely do whatever we can to take him down or disable him. So I got the stun off him, so now he's not going to counterattack with every assist or a counter from everyone on his team. And this is where the rest of the fight's going to go in my favor. So go ahead, just start focusing him down. Even though Ghost Rider didn't have the charged, he didn't get any healing back from his ultimate. But like I said, we just want to take him down as much as we can. So we got him down. After this, I decided to go after Bullseye. I really wanted to, just have less opponents on the field. Bullseye is also not located right next to Merc Lieutenant. So whenever we attack him, he's not going to get any healing back. And also I want to try to take him down before he gets his ultimate off. But, I could see going either way. I think the cool thing about Supernatural is that a lot of their attacks do apply debuffs. So I think it depends on like what debuffs they apply with their attacks and the health remaining. That's that. So every fight is gonna be a little bit different. It's hard. Like there's no rock paper scissors 1 2 3 like recommendations I could do. It's more just like understanding what their attacks are and what the enemies can do and how far along they are in health. So we got everyone down. This part got a little tricky because every time I healed, Merc Lieutenant's going to heal. And this is where having a really high level of Merc Lieutenant is going to be troublesome because I've come across some Merc Lieutenants that are like tier 14, like 90,000, 100,000 power, and like they just keep healing and you can't do enough damage. So, we got ahead, we got everyone down, finished off strong with Elsa Bloodstone doing her attack. And yeah, there you go. There you have it. Supernatural are a really good war offense team. I think over time they become more niche. I feel like, eventually they're going to kind of phase out of one of the main offensive teams. But so far, like, they can't beat any of the big teams like Black Order or even like a strong Mercenaries teams or Avengers. But now, like, they still have use doing some punch downs, and anytime that opponents don't have ways to cleanse debuffs. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some insight to when you are deciding to use Supernatural against Mercenaries. I definitely wouldn't highly recommend it if the Mercenaries are on par with your team. Definitely try to aim for punch downs, and yeah, and then definitely just check out make sure you upgrade the ultimate or the passive upgrades for Doctor Strange, Mordo, Ghost Rider, and those key T4s will help you beat this team. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Like if you guys have used Supernatural versus Mercenaries, like how has it gone for you? Have you had good success or not? And if you have any other thoughts on how you use this team that I've done differently, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.